Hey, what's going on, everybody? I thought I'd take you along. I'm going to check out the the condition of the Subaru of the STi's trunk. When I was shopping for this car, I almost bought like 3 or 4 different ones, and most of them actually had a rust spot coming in a very common spot, common area. So right here, and you can see there's a little drain port there. Mine is dirty there. There's no rust, hopefully. So I'm going to take this bad boy off and I'm going to see what the condition is under there. I'm going to clean it, try to reseal it as best as I can. There's also some weather stripping that's coming apart here. So I'm going to see what I can do with that and just go from there. Eventually get the top re-cleared. It's not in the best shape, but it's not terrible yet either. So that's what I'm going to do today. Thought I'd bring you guys along. Oh yeah, the roof is off on the Supra. Been driving around enjoying it in the nice weather. Today is not nice weather, so that's why I'm stuck in the garage doing this thing. So come along. All right, so the trunk is open, and as you guys can see, there's like a billion bolts. They look like 10 mil. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. And it looks like we could take the top half off if we want to, but there's going to be no need for us to do that. Just judging by under here, it does look and appear like my trunk is in good shape underneath the wing. That's essentially what drove me to purchase this one, was because the trunk was non-rusted, which was good. It sort of tells you a story of how they took care of the car as well in Japan, right? So replacing a trunk is really easy. Don't get me wrong, finding one is really easy, but it's another $500 bill, or even more if you have to get it painted, right? So let me get going on this, and I'll show you what's underneath the spoiler. All right, guys, so there's 2 more bolts. They were sitting just up here. Hard to find, so this is the last one. So I'm gonna get this last one and I'll close the trunk with you guys and show you what it looks like underneath. All right, guys, I'm super happy I didn't put a lot of force into prying that thing open, because guess what? There's one more bolt, and where would that be? Right under the trunk stops. So obviously you can tell I didn't do my due diligence and find out how to take this thing off prior to taking it off. So I didn't do any damage. Well, at least I hope. But I'm gonna take these out and get this damn thing off. All right, guys, so the wing is off. I'm super glad I didn't try to rip that off. You could just kind of tell that, you know, it was taking more than necessary force to break this thing off. Good news is I don't have any major rust issues, but look how dirty this is. This is the corner where the rust starts, and it looks like I do have some starting. I think it is filthy under here, and I'm not sure what exactly caused it. If I had to guess, it's this seal that now broke its seal, and when you wash the car and it rains, water will get in here, sit in here, and you know, if the wing is rubbing, which looks like it is a bit on the trunk, this starts to rust. And that is exactly what's going on with mine. Now, when I got this car, I personally love the wing, but wingless to me has grown massively. If I had blue WRD or World Rally Blue plugs, I'd probably put them in and rock them for a bit. But I'm gonna go see what I can find for a seal here and on the other side and reseal it. I'm gonna wash this all up and fix the potential rust issues, because I do have the World Rally Blue paint here. So I might as well fix it, prevent some rust, and I guess just see how I do it. All right, so the trunk I cleaned up. So there's the rust here. I'm going to clay bar the rests just to lift all the impurities out. So here, I'm gonna have to wire wheel a bit of this away, this one, just so the rust is gone. Maybe up here, you know, I don't like doing this, but what choices do I have at this point to slow down or eliminate the rust, right? And yeah, I'm just gonna take all the impurities out because all the crap that was up here was coming onto the trunk. So I'm fortunate enough that it's only this. Like I said, when I was shopping for the STi, most of them had rust bubbles, you know. You definitely need to replace that. So I'm definitely at the point where I can save this, no problem. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right, so most of the problem areas are sanded down. To be honest with you guys, I wasn't even expecting to do what I'm doing now. I'm gonna clean them with some rust inhibitor. Then I'm gonna tape them, and then I'm gonna primer them, and then I'm gonna paint them. All right, guys, she is ready to throw down some paint. So the problem areas I left open, I'm just gonna spray. I'll get most of it. There's a couple bad spots. Obviously, I'm gonna open the garage door, get some good ventilation in here, and then just go to town, seal it back up, and put the wing back on, because the car is clean otherwise. This is really the only issue with the body. Technically, it is rust-free because this is really just surface rust, but I'm just preventing problems down the road, as you guys know, so I guess let's get painting. All right, so the first couple of coats are on. Obviously, ideally, you'd want to fill the stuff that I took off, but the wing's going to be on it, and I'm probably going to find another wing just to have a wingless STi. So I'm going to let this dry for a bit and let the fumes get out. I didn't get overspray anywhere, which is awesome. That was my main goal. The window's a little bit dusty from the primer, but it's not painted, so that's good. Yeah, obviously when you do this, you want to cover up the body panels as much as you can. I knew that I would be spraying more along this kind of spray pattern, like this. So I covered appropriately, and it prevailed, it looks like. So gonna let it dry and then put some clear coat on it. All right, everybody, it is done. Again, my idea of this was not to make it a brand new paint job, and in fact it's far from. My goal was to prevent rust from spreading and bubbling here like there was on all those other STIs. You can see how deep it went here. So I'm going to go over all these spots with a touch-up and just hide the lines, especially here. The tape took all this away. Luckily it didn't take it away further than that, so I'm going to put some paint here and glue this seal down and go all over here too. You won't be able to see that because the wing actually goes beyond this line. So all of this will be masked by the wing, which again was my intent. I did not try to come out with a paint job like this. I just wanted the rust to stop, and that's essentially what I'm doing. I did take clay bar to the trunk and it's nice and smooth. Makes me want to do the whole car, so I'm going to do that. I did do the clay bar that is directly under the wing where it's hard to reach when you cannot reach it when the wing's on. I might do this too, just cause I'm not quite sure yet. I don't want my bar to get too dirty though, so I might just leave that for now. I did not get overspray anywhere, which is awesome. That is a definite plus. So here we are. I'll show you when the wing's back on. All right, guys. So I found some decent weather stripping from Princess Auto, and I'm just going to take it and follow the lines of the wing and mount it. So I'll show you how that turns out. My only concern is if that's going to come up under the wing, especially this one, but like it was rubbing right there and I went past it just to glue it down to make sure that it's sealing. So if that's the case, it'll suck. I'm gonna have to somehow fix it. All right, y'all. Wing is on, and I'm not very impressed with the weather stripping. As you can see. Like, it's just embarrassing. I thought it would compress. This was the smallest size they had. And I thought it would compress way more when I got bolted down. And it didn't. But that serves as part of the issue because we need thicker stuff to prevent the wing from chattering against the trunk, or else I want to do this like every season. So I'm gonna figure something out. I'm gonna end this video here though. It's pretty much done. I'm happy with the way it turned out, minus the weather stripping issue. Weather stripping is only $3. I got some more depressible black stuff, black foam weather stripping in the house that I'm gonna try and attempt if I can find it. But I think I'm gonna end the video there. It's been an all-day event, so trunk's clean, rust is fixed. Now I just gotta find some good sealable tape of some sort to make the wing look factory without those white patches underneath. Alright guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Alright, peace.